Hello and welcome back to Scalemodeling's Bandai Red Squadron X-Wing Starfighter. And we're working on the 144 scale at the moment. And they're all painted and it's time to put some pieces together. So let's have a look. We'll get the instructions here for a start. Starting on step 7 because we've skipped ahead to do the smaller ship first, and just as a little practice run before we hit the bigger one. So let's get some pieces off here. We got A1, sprue A1 part 6. So we got sprue A1 and part 6 is here. Okay, and then we'll first of all take that off. Okay. And yes, I am using nail clippers, so I find them quite accurate for small pieces. Okay, so that looks okay. Just a bit of sandpaper for the edge of that. But really, I don't think there's nothing to come off there, really. They're quite clean pieces. A closer look at that. See the detail in those, hey? Really nice. Anyway, that's that piece, and that goes with sprue A2 number 11. So we go A2 and piece number 11 is 1, 2, 3, 4 number 11s. Take these off. Two. Okay, oops, there's just a little bit of sand on the bottom of that, just to make sure that they sit flush when they're connected together, that's all. Otherwise, there looks fine. And it's those two. And then we need piece, what's this? Oh, on A2, piece number 12. And that's the, looks like the wing. Take this off. Off there, there. That piece stand, we don't need that. So again, looking nice. Look at it, which side up is that going to go? That way? Yep. So we want these two go together, and they go together this, I guess. Yep. That's fine. It's quite unusual not working with glue. It's the first time I've had to build a model without glue. Interesting. Okay, so this piece is going to go on there. Now, I know sorry if some people who have built these before probably thinking I'm pretty amateur and they could probably do this with their eyes closed, but I am amateur. I've never built a Bandai kit before, so it is all new to me. And So that's the way it is. That obviously doesn't go like that. Let's see how that fits. So it is supposed to go in there, but I don't see how. Really? There's this strange shaped piece there that is not going to work. Because I'm doing something wrong. Alright, let me just check the instructions on this. Okay, so I had that upside down. One thing about these things, these parts cannot go in the wrong way. So you don't have to worry about that happening. So this one will attach in there. Like that. Just one thing I have to be careful of, I think, working through this is not to put a piece on that might, excuse me, it might obstruct me putting on the decals. Let me just close the door for a moment here. We've got someone mowing lawns outside. And yeah, back in a second. Okay, that should be a lot better. I have a park directly across the road, and for some reason, I have no idea why, the local council come in and they mow the grass every week. Even if it hasn't rained and the grass looks exactly like it did when they mowed it the week before, every week they'll come out there, put a truck in there, bring down the ride-on lawnmower and start mowing it. Yeah, I just don't understand how that's happening, but anyway. All right, so that one's on, that's good. Now we want on A2 number 7. So sprue A2, part number 7 is this little one here. Off. Okay. There's a little piece on that. We've got these little marks. I'm not sure what that means, but I guess that makes sure that it's the right way around, which it is. And it's going to go down on the wing here someplace. And I think it's going to go in the engine bay area there. Might just give that another little sand side of that. So that's good. It's funny, I don't know if anyone's noticed when I've built these models in my other videos. Just put that in there. There we go. That my thumbnails, I grow my thumbnails long. I usually get them a bit longer than that, but the reason I do that is because it's great to use them for getting a nice straight edge when you're holding stuff like photo etch or tiny little parts that you're trying to glue, and you use your nail to hold the piece, stop getting glue on my fingers, or just creating a surface to hold a piece in a more precise way together, so you're not touching too much. And it's really handy to have my nails that long. But now I've noticed, just now doing this, that I don't need mine. They're actually a problem because they get in the way and I'm pushing my nail against these pieces. when I really just want to push the pad of my thumb against them because I don't want to take paint off the piece. So yeah, I may have to prep the nails down a bit. Anyway, one of those strange things I picked up from building models. All right, so that bit's in, that's good. This is all still step 7. There's another section there where we got to cut off some tabs, but I did them earlier before I painted it. Then they say check. So over here we have, looks like a decal has to go on in this area here. I think so. And they're actually showing which way is the front for all these positions on here, which is handy, but to me I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't know which way is front. Oh, well, I'm guessing thrusters are out the back, so yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, I've never built one of these before, so all new to me. Number 84. So decal number 84. We'll just have a quick look at what that looks like. Get our sheet out of decals. Let's have a look at number 84, 88, 84. There it is. So this decal here, they're saying will go on the end of the wing here. Interesting. Okay, so meaning, I think that's okay, we can continue. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to put a piece that's going to block that at all. Check. Yeah, okay. So now we move on. We want through A2. We're doing another one of those thrusters, piece 11. Another one of these thrusters, piece 11. I'm just going to move some of these away that I'm not using. And then I might just grab a little piece of black cardboard to put that on. That's there. Now we'll take off piece 11 here. Good. Yep, nothing to trim on that. And A1 number 5. A1 piece number 5 is another engine. Take these off here. Two. Good. That's good. Just a little bit of sand there, I think. Okay, connect those two together. Yes, that's what it wants. Right, it doesn't seem right. No. Let's turn this around that way. Turn this around that way. And then, interestingly, they don't fit together. Why is that? It's funny getting stuck so early on. Wondering, oh yes it does. Oh, I see. Geez, they're very precise. So we got like these little joints here, like that little piece sticking out there will go into there, but it's not a slot that's the same shape, which sort of puts you off a bit. and then this one will go into there, and then the top bit there clamps in between. So just push them together like that. Make sure they're tight. Yep. So they don't exactly click in, but maybe that's because I've painted it and it's a painted surface. But yeah, so that one's on. Sorry if that got out of focus then. Okay. So now we're on A2, sprue A2, piece number 8. That's the other little rectangular piece here. 2. Good. And it's going to go a particular way as well. Yes, so I see. So there's a little tiny bit of detail. You can see that. There's a little square nub on the bottom there. That view. That has to be in the right direction as this goes up underneath. So we take our wing piece here, and it's going to go up under there. We just double check. It's like that. Yep. So no, that doesn't go there. Let's have a look. Ah, yes it will, because I got it the wrong way around. That's where you got to make sure you have these pieces correct. I think that's it. Still doesn't seem right. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's it there. I think. Yeah. So that's a bit tricky, that one, because there's actually two little bits of detail, but one's bigger than the other. And it's the bigger one going to go in there. So that's on. And then the last piece we just took off will go on this side here. And put that in like that. Boom. There we go. Hey, I'm getting there. What else we got? Piece number A2, oh sorry, sprue A2, and it's piece number, we'll go number 9 first. So that's the back of one of the thrusters there. We'll take that off. One off. There. That's good. Alright, and now this one will go, checking the direction of that. Pretty sure that's gonna go in there like that. There we go. Good. That's very good. Interesting how one of the panel line marks goes from the wing. You can see this. Come on, focus, focus. Yeah, goes across the wing and across that piece and back. Very nice detail there. So then we do the opposite side. So we've got piece number 10. It's going to go on the opposite side. Just like that. Only going to go in one way. On. Now that's good to know that if I wanted to, those thrusters, I could remove those easy. They just pull straight off again for detailing. If I want to do some exhaust and some metal work, metal aluminium color that I've got, that's good to know. That they'll just clip back off for that. So that's that. Then they say check. Obviously there's another sticker which we saw before, but going on the other side of the wing. That's fine. Now we continue on to step 8 now. And 8 is going to be exactly the same again for this wing. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I might just, I'll fast forward through. Don't want to see, I mean, you know, don't want to hear me talking the same thing again. So I'll fast forward through this until we get to the, looks like there's a point here where we put the 2 wings and join them together into their X-wing configuration. Yep. So I'll continue on and we'll fast forward and you can watch this, but quickly. Okay, here we go. Okay, welcome back, and just trying to get these 2 to fit. It's looking pretty good. It's going to slide in there. I just want to make sure I can take them back apart without any problem, which it looks like I can at the moment. That's almost in. Just need to click one more bit further. I think that'll be it. Something doesn't look right. It's the right way around. Just pull that off again. See if it goes that way. That way's looking better. Yeah, they're going to click together. There we go. So they just clip together like that and open and close like that. Very good. Feels solid. Yeah. Okay, so that's part 7, 8 done. Good. Over the page. And we have 9, which is now we're going to work on the main fuselage. So these screws are finished now. A1's done. A2's empty. We've just got these 2 left. So what do we need? We need A4 number 18. A4 18. There she is. Let's chop that off. Up a bit there. Yeah, it's fine. All right. A bit there to clean up too. Okay. So that's that piece. And then they're saying to attach the whole thing from 8. Oh, I see. That's going to sit in there. Just get this right. Is that right? Looks like it. Yep. That sits in there, right? I want to be able to take this back off, so that's why I'm a bit wary about pushing it all the way in, but it seems like it's fine. It doesn't, it goes in tight, but it's not like it clicks in and it's, you know, locked in it in any way. This can still be removed. And that's as far as they'll bend up like that. I'm getting somewhere. Okay, that's good. And now I need to do number A3, number 16, which would be the bottom of it. 16. 1, 2, 3. I love the engine detail on that. Look at that. See that? And you can see without even doing any panel line on this yet with the panel line liquid, that you can already see the shadow detail in there, and that's because of the black primer underneath. Because when I sprayed the insignia white over it, it didn't quite cover the dark down in those low spots, the dark primer, which leaves you that detail showing much better like this. Come on, focus. Yeah, look at that. But anyway, it's good. So for that piece there, and then we need to do, well, my mistake, I said that's the bottom. Shows how much I know. This is the top because that's where the cockpit goes. So we've got number 15 on A3, and there's that. So we'll just take it off. Okay. Whoop. So that's the canopy, which is not clear, of course, it's just like that. And not hard to guess where that will go. Straight on top of there. That fits in there nice. Okay. And what are we up to? Attaching this to here. So now I've got to be careful because I've got decals to go on this. I just want to know before I attach this if it's going to be a problem, because this may not come off so easily. So I'm just going to leave that off for a second. We'll not put that on yet. Yeah, once that locks down, that's not going to come off as easily. We'll leave that like that. Then I need A4, number 17, which is the rear of the ship there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks quite good. That can't go on yet because it needs the top piece put on, but that's going to have some nice detail in that too. Let's see that. Yeah. Look at that. It's pretty cool, eh? It's that. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. What else can we get? Okay, so these lasers, the cannons going on the end here. So number 14 goes on the outside, 13 goes on the bottom. So let's have a look at A4 number 14. It's number 14. And I'm just checking because there is a decal. There will be a decal that needs to go under that. So that's okay. I'll take it off the sprue. Take it off like this. 3. This one here. Here. So this is number 14, which will go on the top of the wing here. And yep, that can only go on. Let me just check. And it, yeah, it can't obviously go on the bottom. And it can't go on the wrong side. So that's good to know. Alright, so I won't put that on yet because I might have problems getting the decal under that. So we'll put that there. Alright, and then we'll take off number 13 that goes underneath. So here's number 13. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Yep. So that will go on the underside. Just check. Yep, that will. That sprue's finished. And we'll do the same for the other side. Number 14 off. There. It's off. Good. Goes there. And then number 13. Sorry, I'm doing this. Keep this center of the camera. 1. There. Sprues are finished, so there can't be any more pieces. Now, number 10 is the stand. So, I suppose we could do that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the look on this stand. I also noticed that the paint's got a really, hear that? A really rough texture. And I think that might be because I put the second coat on possibly before the first coat had fully dried. I think that's what causes that. If you know in the comments, let me know why that's gone on like that. Well, it's not a problem, but I prefer if it was a nice smooth finish. And has it happened on the whole thing? Pretty much, yeah. Maybe that's just the type of paint it is. We'll clip this off now. Okay. So it'll be like that. And then there's the other bit of the stand. So there's a piece there that goes up into the bottom of the ship. Obviously there's the hole for that to sit in. Take that off. This. That. And then we've got the stand itself, the piece it sits up on here. I'm going to have to touch those up because of where I've put them off and it's, yeah, left a mark. That's okay. So this will go in one of these 3 places. You got a choice, so it doesn't matter which one. We can put that in the first one maybe, like that. And yep, that's in there nice and tight. And then that will sit on there and swivel around, put it at the angle I want. So for the purpose of painting that, you can see the paint's coming off on that, but that's okay because it's under there. And then of course the ship itself, I won't push it down yet, but that's going to sit like that. And open the wings. Very good, very good. So now that sprue is finished. So that's all the sprues finished for this little fella, and now we're just up to having to put the decals on. Now to do the decals, we'll just go find the nice color page for that. And 44, there it is. So that's telling me where all the color decals are going. And we've got all the decals here. It's like they're on this section here. Now I can't go putting these straight on here because I need to clear coat all of this, and the weathering, I'm guessing, will probably be after the decals are on. Either way, it has to be clear coated. Now, it's a very small model. I do have some Tamiya clear in the rattle can. Then I have some flat clear that I can airbrush. Now, I'm just trying to think which one would be better. I know the glossier one is in the rattle can, but it's going to spray on quite thick. And I don't want this gloss. The idea would be I would do it. The gloss is better for what I know, the panel line, to let that run through better. And for putting the decals on, I think it's better to put on a gloss coat of clear. But then I've heard it doesn't matter either. So anyway, I don't know if we want to go and watch me clear coat. This will only take a second. I will do it with the airbrush, and we'll come back and have a look at it when it's done. But that's going to take some time to dry as well, so maybe this afternoon we'll be able to do that. The time here now is about midday, so I want it to dry properly. So it is a nice day, so yeah, I think we'll be able to get these decals on this afternoon. All right, I'll be back shortly. Okay, welcome back, everyone. So I've decided, rather than wait for those parts to dry with the clear coat for the next 5 hours, 6 hours, I've got to do something. So I think it's time to put together the 172. So unlike the smaller scale model we've built, I'm not going to paint all these parts on the sprue. I'm going to build 2 wings. So we've got the 2 wings that cross over. I'll build them completely and then build the fuselage separately, but I won't attach them. I'll undercoat, spray everything when it's built, because there's some parts that I can just tape off and do, particularly like the engines here and the thrusters. They'll be easy to paint and to tape up and do some different shades of grey and metal and so forth. And I've noticed the decals will all go on after this is complete. Nothing will be in the way, so that'll be fine. The cockpit will be done separately, of course, because there's a lot of detail, as you see here, in the cockpit. So I won't attach that permanently, but that'll be done separately. I'll undercoat that and then spray what colour I want to do everything inside there. Yeah, so let's get into this. So we need sprues B and C for all these, for the 2 wings. It pretty much goes together the same as the other X-Wing, though there may be a few extra parts. And we'll see how we go. So these are basically the 3 sprues that we'll use. I noticed there's 2 sprues of C, and there's not C1, C2, it's just 2C. So I'm assuming one's for each wing. Yeah, so while we work on one sprue doing one wing, and then in step 2 we begin the second, which should be empty. Well, it won't be empty. There's a few things here that are still on there. Yeah, no, all these should be empty by the time we do each wing. Okay, so In here we have the canopy. I think that's optional because there is also a clear canopy, here as well on the other sprue. So here we go. There's a clear one like that. I don't know if that is designed to fit inside that, or whether that you use instead of and then separately paint. We'll find out when we get to it. But yeah, it's that. The base is exactly or almost exactly the same as the other base. The difference being there's only one location to put the stand in, and there may be one or two extra parts there. But yeah, we'll see what we do. We might try and get that looking like a sandy desert or something. Yeah, we'll see. So that we won't need. We'll put that away. Plastic away. This thing we'll be careful with. All right, so let's put together the first one. Now, as with the other smaller scale, little, where are we? It's not used to this. Yeah, so the 144 scale one, like we did with that, we'll build one wing. So we'll do one wing section, and then the second wing section, well, I don't know whether I'll record that. We can have that as a fast forward through thing, or we've seen one wing that's going to be exactly the same doing the second, so we might skip that. But anyway, let's get on with the first wing. So we'll get rid of one of these screws we won't need. We'll just need this. We need this. So to start with, we've got B114. B114 is going to be one of these wings, and it is this one here. Now, I'm also going to just see if I can get these off a little bit easier with this. Get pretty close. Got a nice new blade on this, so should be fine. Okay, that. And then we got, so there's a little bit there to sand. What I'll do with this, unlike the last one, we use a sanding stick to be a bit easier. So have a quick rub. Yeah, that does it. Tidy that. Very important to do this, particularly for edges that fit against other edges, because if you don't get a really nice snug fit, you'll get gaps, and you don't want gaps. Yeah. It's good. Yeah, that's good. As I mentioned before, the local council over there have finished mowing in the park, which is fine. But you know, something that's even more annoying than the mower, ride-on mower out there, is the cicadas. You probably can't hear them now. I've got the door closed again, but the cicadas in the trees, oh my God, the noise they make, it's just constant. but it does have one advantage because I suffer from tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears. And that wasn't a big cicada, that was a motorbike. So I suffer from tinnitus, which is a ringing in the ears. And people get that. They have different types of sounds ringing in their ears, but mine is the exact same sound as what the cicadas make. So when they're making a noise out there, I don't notice the ringing in my ears as much. So that's a good thing. And the only time I do notice my tinnitus in my ears is when I'm in a really quiet place. And if I think about it, then I'll hear it. And talking about it now, I hear it. But when I focus on something else and it's not in my mind, I don't hear it. And I don't especially hear it when outside all those cicadas are up in the trees making all their noises. Anyway, I'm rattling on like my mate Ron does. So let me see, where are we? And not that that's a bad thing. It's just, yeah, we'll get into this. Where am I? B1 is number 14, that's that. And we got C13. C13. That's what I'm holding. Right, number 13 is there. So we need that. Cut that off. I'll tell you what, I will go back to my little cutter because I think it's better than using these. The 13, yep. There's some really amazing detail on these engines too. And this being a larger scale, you'd notice it even more. Let's see if you can have a look at that. Catch the light on that properly. Yeah. See? Look at that. All the piping in there. All that detail, which I really want to make that stand out. When I do all the panel line wash over that, that's going to look fantastic. And a bit of weathering, put a bit of soot in there, and okay, so that's that. And we want B1 number 5, which is well, won't be on C, will it? Number 5 is, where's number 5? Thought it was one of these. 5 is that one there. Okay. There it is. Yeah. Good. Okay. That's good. Right. So this will go into here. It's really simple enough. There's a little sign on there saying don't cut, which is unusual, so I don't know what they're asking me not to cut. Maybe there's something under there. Oh, don't know. That's going to go into there. Is that right? Looks right. Just check before I punch it in there. Oh, okay. I got you. does go right through. It's either a very tight fit or it's not the right spot for it. Okay. Not sure why that's not going in properly. Let's try this one instead. It needs to go on there. Strange. Oh, I see. It's right down inside there. Okay. It's fine. But this one, being a little bit awkward. Definitely right. I'm sure it's just a little tight fit, that's all. It won't go in there. Doesn't want to come out now. There we go. Strange. Alright, we're back in a second. I'll have a good look at why this won't go in. Okay, so I figured out what that problem was. The wing are upside down. They should be that way, not that way. Even though that piece still went in there, and it's not supposed to go in there, it's supposed to go in there. So, and I can't get that out. I tried and I can't. So hopefully the piece that's supposed to go in there will go in there, but I think they will. They're pretty much identical. But it just shows you've got to pay attention, because there's proof that some pieces will go in where they're not supposed to go. So there's this one, as I saw before, clicks in here, boom, that one's in. So that's what the problem was with that. That's in nicely, that's good. Okay, so that's bit check. So they've got some decals that go on the top of there and on here, but that's okay. There's nothing that's going to get in the way of those. If I just have a quick look ahead, no. Yeah, I think we're pretty right. There's nothing is going to cover those. Not yet, anyway. We'll see. All right. There we go, over the page. And we're doing C number 13. There's C13. There it is. So this will be the test, because this is the other thruster that I put in the wrong spot. Three. Good. nothing to see in there. So this one, they're saying so that's where I put that. So this one, we're looking underneath, will go there, but instead I'll put it here. Is that right? Yeah. We just go back to this page and make sure I put that in the right way around. Yep, that's going to go in there. Yep, thank God. Okay, so that fitted, that's went in there fine. So that's that. And then we got B1 number 6, which will be the underside of here, and we'll go there. B1 number 6 is this one. 6 there. Good. We'll go flip over, go that. What do you think? They're going to work for us? Yep. Perfect. Done. Now we want okay, it's C18 and 17. C18 and 17. It's one of those and one of those. Up here. And 17. Good, nothing to trim. So we can stick these two together. So we go like this. That's good. And then on each end of those we need C16. Where's C16? There's C16. C16 goes on here. I guess there's only one way for it to go, yeah. Position like that, so it's just going to go on like that. It can only go on one way, so that's that. 16, then we want C19. There it is there. The engines. Okay, so the engine goes in, I'm guessing only one way. Yep. And that clips in and out, which is good because when I paint that, I can do that. Just check that there seems to be not fitting square. Is there a reason for that? There's a bit on there. Bit there. Yeah, I'll be able to take that off and paint this separate, because this is obviously the thruster. It's going to need some bit of a, you know, there we go, that clicked on well then. So yeah, I'll be able to take that off and detail that properly and click it back on. Okay, very nice. Now that goes on the aircraft under there. So make sure we got this up the right way. Very tricky sometimes to tell. That looks right, but then I see that looks different. That's it. Okay, there are subtle differences. So that's going to go there, like that, and that just pulls off. That's good. That's really good. That's nice. All right, that's that done there. Then we got B1 number 13. B1 number 13. There's number 13. There's 13 is these three. Okay. Take them off. 2. And that's like that. Then we've got number, oh yeah, C number 10. 10 is and there it is. There's number 10. Okay. And that's got to go a certain way up, so because the thruster, wherever this is, goes on there. So guessing that that's going to go somehow like that. Maybe it turns around that way. Interesting. Doing it the right way around would help. Good. Those two bits go to the top, and that should slide in there. Maybe not. That nice little audible click and that's in. That's interesting. So that shows inside the engine there. So it would probably be a good idea, if it was possible, to have that out of there. I wonder if I could paint that separately. Not sure, but anyway, for the moment they can go in there. It's good, because that's like looking at the turbo inside the engine there. It'd be nice to have that as like a different color down in there. I can do that if I need to, no problem. And then we've got C24. 24 is, which one is an odd looking piece? That one there. Okay. Let's see what this is. And that goes into the back of there. Like what? That way? That way? Yeah. That's it. Okay. Yeah, look at that. That whole piece fits under the wing here, facing that way. Let's have a look. I'm guessing. Ah, right, so that's going to go down on there. Is that okay to put in now? Yeah. I'm still wondering about, I mean, that's nice to clip in there, that'll be fine, but I still wouldn't mind if I painted down in there, different colour. Let's have a look at the photo of it, actually, that's what I should be doing. So we're looking down inside these, going by these reference pictures. It's pretty much grey anyway. So, yeah, that's fine, we can lock that in. There you go. And you see that? Right, focus, focus, there we go. Looks pretty good, eh? Alright. So, where are we now? That's good, that's done there. Now it's just a matter of doing the other wing, is it? Or are we doing the other side of the wing? There's another hole. Yeah. Okay. So we want C13, which is going to go on there, I think. Or are we working on a different wing? I think we're... Oh, that's all right. I'm wondering why the instructions are... I've sort of done that, done that. B1 number 8 went on. Double checking. Just see if that went on. B1 number 8. No, it hasn't. Okay. B1 number 8. Okay. Losing track. I've got to keep a check on things. What I really should be doing is marking off these on the instructions and circling so I know what I'm doing, because while I'm working here, I'll go back and look and looking at the wrong picture because they all look so, everything looks the same. But, you know, look at that. So you're seeing the same thing in all these pictures, and you go back and look and go, oh, where was I? Was I doing that or was I doing that? No, was I doing that or was I doing this or this? You know? Okay. So I'll be back in a sec. I'll just go find my red pen and mark these up to where I'm up to. Back a sec. Okay, so yes, I was jumping ahead by mistake. So I'm still back up here. We've got C28. We go C28. 28 is this little fellow here. Take you off. C28. And you go in there, and there's a little notch in there. Okay, just a little bit of detail sitting on the outside there, and we'll go get see to do the other side. Yeah, another C28's the other side as well. And where was C28? There it is, C28. 1, 2, 3. C28. And that is strange. Showing me going like that. Like that. That does not go there. Does it? There's nothing to hold it there. Okay. Ah. Right, I see. Doesn't go there. It skips across to here. Put it there. Boom. That's unusual, though they've jumped from there to there. You would think they would put the one on the opposite side there. Unless there isn't one to go there. Something else goes there. Anyway, good. So that bit's done. We can tick that off. It says check. Oh, yeah, I'm checking and it doesn't look like that. Does it? Because I've only put one engine on and this is showing it with 2. Has it told me to do the other side? It's unusual. Get back. It's not like it said ×2 or anything. We put 1 on. That was that. Wow, that's unusual, isn't it? Yeah, see, I've completely skipped the page there. Yeah, I went way ahead. Gosh, and I didn't have a late night. All right, so we actually haven't done this part yet. We've done that. Yes, we've done that. C14. So where's C14? 14. Can you believe it? I like jumped like 3 steps. Okay, I'm going to tick these off or I'm going to get myself lost again. That's done. These are ticked off here, but I haven't done them, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, interesting. Okay, we'll get that off. 1. Number 14 is, yes. And it's that. And we want C12 and C2. C12, it's this one. That's good, C12 and C2, wasn't it? Yeah, C2. It's amazing how you get used to instructions, and then when you come across something by a different manufacturer, it can get really confusing. Where's C2? There's C2 there. Like I say, this is the first time I've built anything but a model ship, as in ocean-going ship, and I'm used to instructions for ships like Trumpeter and Revell and those sort of things, and using glue, and it's just, yeah, totally out of my comfort zone. All right, so that's going to go there. Make sure this goes in the right way around, which it can only go one way, so that's good. Sorry, I'm off camera. So that's in, that's done. And then on the end of this, we need to put this little thing. Yeah, it's a certain shape, so it's only going to go one way. It really is too. And it's going to look like that, yeah. Boom. In there like that. And then this piece, turn it over, will go on the end of here. And it'll sit down in there. Boom. There's a nice click, and that's in place. Right. So that's good. Now we want C22. Flat panel. There it is, C22 there. C22. Tell you what, these come off nicely too. Most of the time this doesn't leave anything. Now C22, we're going to put that, sits in there on those 2 slots. So that's going to sit, look, okay, right down in there. There we go. Sitting in there. So the box is ticked off, which we already did. Good. We want C17 And it's basically the same thing, but on the other side. So see 17 and 18 go together. There's 17. It's like this. 17. And see 18. Like that. 17, 18. It's good. Those two pieces go together. Good. Then we want C16. C16 there. Which will go on the end of that. With what bit's pointing down? Those bits pointing down? Once again, it's only going to go one way because it's tapered. So it's going to go in there like that. There you go. It's in. And then C19. It's a thruster. It's like this. 2, 3. I'll tell you what, I just thought of something. If you ever buy your kids a model like this and you don't have time to help them, throw my video up. They can sit here and follow along with me and we'll put it together. I'll show you kids how to do it. Not a problem. I know most more experienced modelers will probably skip through all this. But for younger people, hey, you're welcome to watch as we put all this together. I've seen those other videos. I don't know if you've seen them. Let me just get this in first. I'm going to start reveling on. That's going to go in there like that, I think. Sure. Oh, yes, tight, but it's in. Good. Those videos where the people whisper, what is it, SNL or something? It's relaxation thing where your people, they whisper. And it's supposed to be relaxing. And I watched this YouTube channel once of this guy who builds kit models. And his videos go for like 3 hours straight. And it's him. He must have a really good quality microphone. And he's sitting there and he builds models. And he talks through it. He goes, we'll put this piece in here like this. And you'll hear it click. And then how the plastic feels in his fingertips. And oh my God, it's like, seriously. Hey, each to their own, no problem. But yeah, I haven't got the patience to listen to somebody doing that. I don't see anything relaxing about that at all. Anyway, let me see. Where are we? Focus. That's on. This is going to clip into here like I'm about to. Is that right? It is, but around the other way. Oh, there we go. That's what gets to me. They're doing diagonal opposite. Oh, there we go. That one's done. Good. Now we can turn over the page and we've caught up to our ticks where I jumped ahead to before. Okay. So we've done that and we've done that and check. Yes, check. We're all good. Number 2 now. Okay, that's it. So number 2 is pretty much repeating everything I just did for this one. Would you like to be tortured and go through all that again? I don't think so. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the video here. I did promise we'd do the decals in this video, but it's getting a bit stretching on, a bit long now, and I really want to leave those for the next at least a few more hours of the clear coat to dry. So off camera now, I'll go and put the other wing together, bring it up to the same stage as we're at here. And then in the next video, which will be part 3, I promise you we'll do the decals, and maybe, let me have a look ahead. Yeah, step 3, where we'll be working on the, yeah, it's getting up to where the cockpit and the main fuselage is, but it's the cockpit is step 3 and 4. All right, so all good. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Please comment below if you've got any comments, suggestions, tips if you've made this model before. Yeah, put something down there in the comments, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notifications bell so you get notified of the next video that I bring out. Go back and have a look at some of my other stuff. I'll give you a hint that we've got another new build. I went out and bought a new model today. I'm not saying what it is, but you'll have to stick around for that. And yeah, I'll be happy if you give us a thumbs up if you like the video. I like the movie. Yes, in fact, I just watched Rogue One the other day to get an idea of what these things look like. It's been so many years. And I think I'll go watch, I think it's Empire Strikes Back comes after that. I don't know, but I'll go watch another movie. But okay, all good. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.